This is the Spirit Jouster build guide for Apollo in Deadlock. This will teach you how to be a sustain brawler, which means you'll be able to consistently fight and wear out the enemy, drain them down, make it so that they are either retreating or that they just can't outlast how long you brawl them, and then you win through attrition. Now, before we go over the build guide, I need to teach the new players how to use and how to find the build guide in the game client. So bear with me. So, yeah, let's go to build browser there. And so the way to find the build is you're going to push the B button. You're going to click the build browser button at the top right. You're going to go to the public tab, and you're going to type in the word swole. You'll see the build. Today's build is the Mega Sustain Spirit Jouster Brawler. Click this white heart icon. And if you're curious about this build, the link is in the description. And that one will give you a bigger explainer of what Apollo is, what he can do, and how his abilities work. But this video will not be doing that. This video just goes over the build and shows you the gameplay example. So, click the white heart icon, click Use Selected Build, click this Q Build button. You'll see a list of items on the left. Make sure that both of these are checkboxed. The Auto Queue Selected Build at Game Start and Auto Buy items when within range of the shop. What this does is if you have or can afford the next item, this box will light up right down here. And when you get near the item shop, it will buy it automatically for you. If you cannot find the build guide, go to Settings, go to Language, go to Alternate Hero Build Language, and select English. If you still cannot find the build guide, the build ID number is 581567. With that, let's explain the items. Very early on, we have a massive harassment ability called Disengaging Sigil, and we're going to build exactly around that because it deals big damage in a big circle, and it lets us back off afterwards. So we go Mystic Burst, Extra Spirit, Mystic Expansion. These three items will help us land more hits and deal more damage. Then we go Mystic Regeneration, which when we land the hits, we're going to be receiving bonus health back, or HP per second, rather. That's what I meant to say. Into Radiant Regeneration, which every time we cast a spell, we're just going to heal a flat amount. It's going to give us move speed, but we're also going to get that HP regeneration whenever we hit heroes with our spells, which we will be doing consistently. So this is what allows you to just stay in lane indefinitely and bully just about everyone during the lane phase. After that, we go Mobility, Sprint Boots, Extra Stamina. This also gives us a bit more HP for fights. We go Mystic Vulnerability. This is going to give us Spirit Resistance, but it's a purple item, so it's going to give us more Spirit Investment power, and it lowers their Spirit Resistance, and at this point we're going to be using Flawless Advance to stab them a lot, and that's going to really hurt them combined with all of these other things. After that, improves Spirit for more Spirit damage, into Spirit Lifesteal for more sustain, into Enduring Speed for more mobility. After that, Greater Expansion, this helps our 1 ability, this helps our 3 ability, this helps the distance we travel on Riposte, this helps our ultimate's range as well. Tank Buster works on our abilities by dealing more damage and ignoring their resistance. So, if some twerp went early resistance to try to tank you, too bad. After that, we get more mobility, Stamina Mastery. At this point, you're going to be sailing through the air, and the way it works is you spend all of your cooldowns, and then you kind of hover near the team fight or near the enemy, but not enough for them to trade blows with you. And then, when your cooldowns are up, you go back in, Albion Online style, and Stamina Master is going to help you with that, okay? After that, Spirit Resilience and Bullet Resilience means that you aren't dying anymore. As long as the enemy isn't a hyper carry or they were hyper fed, then these two items are going to make you so tanky along with Radiant and along with your kit that you just team fight forever. You're just in a fight forever. If someone wants to fight you, you dance around, you whittle them down, you kill them. Every time. After that, we go Escalating Exposure. This is more resistance, but it's also more damage over time. And then Spirit Burn is when we start attacking them, they're not going to be able to heal. If they have lifesteal, if they have any kind of healing, this is going to negate 70% of that. But it's also going to hurt them, and in conjunction with Escalating Exposure, it's going to build up those stacks so that we deal maximum damage. After that, Boundless Spirit for more damage, Leech for more sustain, Mystic Reverb for more sustain, and we get a slow. We're going to put this on our Flawless Advance because we hit with it 3 times, giving us 3 chances to have very high lifesteal, and apply that slow, and apply that big damage, because you're not always going to land your stabs, so you're still going to get maximum value out of putting it on this. And then Juggernaut to slow down the enemy carry from shooting us. It's just an upgrade from your boots to your enduring speed. So there you go. For the skill order, we go Disengaging Sigil, Riposte, Flawless Advance, Ultimate. We upgrade Flawless Advance first. All right. Actually, that's wrong. Let me fix that. All right, my bad. I don't know why that was messed up. I guess I was trying something different in a match and I forgot to undo it. But anyway, let's get back to the proper build order now. So you learn Disengaging Sigil, Riposte, Flawless Advance, your Ultimate. Then you are going to put your first upgrade point into Disengaging Sigil for that plus 30 damage. After that, you max out Flawless Advance. And then after that, you get the second level of Disengaging Sigil. This gives you fire rate and bullet speed, which is just really nice for jungling, farming lanes, or when everything is on cooldown, just whittling away the enemy's health. Alright, after that, we get 1 point into Riposte for that cooldown reduction. And then we max out our ultimate because we're going to be using this every chance we get. And so the more damage we deal, the better. Everything we use into this is great. After that, we max out Disengaging Sigil so that we get that +2 stamina restored, and it resets your air and jump dash limits, which is going to be in conjunction with Stamina Master, making you a floating dispensary of damage, okay? And then after that, you max out Riposte, so you have the melee resist, who cares? We're not a melee build. We're not going to get meleeed. We're going to be floating in the air. No one's going to punch in the air. Maybe. I don't know. One day they probably will. But the stun duration also is really nice super late game, whereas early game, you can't really capitalize on it as much. So there's no reason to ever rush Riposte and max that out first. With that, now let me show you the live gameplay commentary so you can see how all this works and how all of this plays. But before that, just a warning, this build is really good early game and mid game, but 30 minute, you want to win matches by 30 minutes. So you always want to be team fighting. You always want to be just duking it out with anyone that isn't hyper farmed or a hyper carry. And by doing so, you will just, waste the enemy's time. They won't be farming themselves because you're stuck to them. They can't get away from you unless they're like maybe Mina or Viscus or something. But other than that, everyone else is going to be stuck to you. They're going to be dying. They're going to be losing farm. And as long as you don't fall behind, you will consistently be able to deal punishment. But if the game goes to like 40 minutes, 50 minutes, as games do, then this build really starts to fall off. Enemies get more resistant, you deal less damage, you're not as tanky as you once were because we don't full build into tank. The best option if the game lasts a long time is to use this big damage fast farm mobile carry tank build. This is a tankier build. This also deals more damage late game than your spirit build. So you're going to have to start selling items and buying these. And, if the game goes 70, 80 minutes long, you're going to be glad that you swapped. Don't just sit on the spirit build against, a very long game. Obviously, stay on it if the enemy never builds counter items and you're killing them left and right, obviously. But chances are most games aren't going to play that way. But anyway, let's go to the live gameplay commentary. Alright, this is the live gameplay commentary for Spirit Apollo. Our lane partner is Rem, and we are against Infernus and Dynamo. So, normally we go very aggressive, and with Rem we kind of can go even further beyond, but against these two, Dynamo and Infernus, we can actually get out-traded by them midway through the lane phase. But early lane phase, we'll see how they play. See, look, I did 115 or they did 115 to me. I did a little bit more to him, but that's going to change if the Dynamo goes Spirit. And once the Infernus starts building his Naruto Fire Run spell up, it's he outtrades me every time. So until then, we can bully them. I'm gonna go ahead and immediately grab Mystic Burst so I can just get on with the bullyfulness. We hit Infernus there a little bit. But yeah, we run in, we do that, we run out, we go back to farming, and again, Dynamo's gonna be looking for the same thing. We're gonna go ahead and put 1 point into our what is this, Disengaging Sigil, so that it deals more damage. And again, we can roll in, pop them behind that cover there, and dodge out before you can really react. Though some Dynamos are faster than others, and they're at the buy shop. They're at the shop right now. The buy shop, what? The shop is buy? Huh? I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway. Ram is taken to the rooftops. I don't know what he's doing up there. But we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna, again, hit them as much and as often as possible with that, and whittle them down. Now we don't want to get combusted here because we have the oil buff on us. The napalm buff, it got renamed. Whatever. There we go. Hitting Dynamo once again. They're starting to trade with me a bit better here. So we do need to rush our next items here, get some more tempo, get a little bit more power. And there we go. We have put Dynamo into critical condition. We have Rem to heal us, though, so that's nice. It's alright. Do some random swings on the Infernus here. Again, they're at the item shop. They're just kind of chilling back. They're forced back because of our heavy aggression. Definitely want to get extra spirit here shortly. Alright, but it's... I don't like that they have healing rights on. Both of them. They are both trying to counter this harassment with healing rights. Luckily, I slapped it off one of them just a bit ago, because they don't seem to be running to run crates. There we go. And that should negate his healing rights for the next 40 seconds. We've got pillows coming out. I'm going to go ahead and get some denies here. Juicy denies. Also, Dynamo healing. His heals aren't that great, though, unless he builds into it and focuses and levels it up as a main. And if he does, that means his harass is now weaker. So, all in all, it's a good thing for us. Since they're pushing to the base, I don't want to go too crazy with the stabs. But yeah, we can just sit here and farm up. Very cool. Alright. I'm actually going to run back to base here to get some buys. And maybe do a little bit of crates. Rem might do crates. I kind of want to do crates to get my 800 item. There it is. Mystic Burst. Or, I'm sorry, Mystic Expansion. And that's going to give us a bigger circle on our disengaging sigil, which makes things a lot easier. Also, it gives a... Well, once we upgrade it, that is. The stab will be a little bit bigger. So there's the run. The run is very damaging. Alright, yeah, we can just do that and get to safety. It's not a big deal. Riposte is very nice for those things. But you can see we got heavily out-traded. Or rather outplayed, because I'm trying to show you, like, how things work here. It's not what I would normally do. Looks like McGinnis got first blood after 4 minutes against Celeste. I don't know how that happened, but okay. I know there was a patch last night. There was a few changes. Ooh, yeah, he's just dead. He got parried and he got stunned forever. The stun on parry is way too punishing early on. So you'll notice our next buy is Mystic Regeneration. Right? And that one only works when we hit the enemy heroes. Now, we're not going to go immediately buy that. We're going to rotate middle and steal mid buff. So I'm going to go work on that right now, actually. Let's see if I can do the jump there. There we go. A little bit early, so I'm going to go ahead and just curve onto here. There's no one here to contest it. I think McGinnis might have been rotating to it, but yeah, good luck there. By the way, we have ult, so we can actually go dive McGinnis in the mid lane if we want to. But this Infernus is a bit... Yeah, that's not a melee attack. Alright, well, I was expecting a Quantum Pulse, so that's why I threw out a riposte. But whatever, we got our Mystic Regeneration. Once we get Radiant Regeneration, which is our next fight at 2400, we can just constantly go in on these guys. We can just constantly go in. You gotta knock that healing off. Can't let them heal. You gotta let them be low HP all the time. Right? Oh, I thought he was gonna run into me, but he did not. We're just kind of dancing here. See if I can get one more stab in. Nope. Alright. So when their HP gets below 50, we can nuke them pretty hard. Dynamo's got high HP base. And he's built... Well, they both have a green item, so I can't execute at 50. But, might hold him down long enough. We just gotta chip away at him some more. Okay, here comes the run. We're gonna go ahead and just, you know, melee punish that, obviously. Alright. I was expecting him to ult, so I tried to riposte there. It's fine, though. Like... We just ult this, and I missed completely. We're gonna have to parry the tower, not take damage. So yeah, a little bit of a misplay there, but the Rem got both of them, so it works. The Rem managed to, I guess, pillow them both. That's fine, and then we should be able to take this. There we go. Not really ideal for tower. Rem could have stayed and helped kill tower, but I did not melee that correctly. Also, I gotta go. Oh boy, do I have to go. We're gonna mantle dash, into dash, jump, slide, jump, and we should be fine. Absolutely fine. We only need 405 more for our absolute mega sustain item. So yeah, everything's going okay right now. We just gotta play maybe a little bit safer right now. We don't have ult to escape with. We don't have ult to burst with. And yeah, they're gonna hurt a little bit until we get our item here. Just gotta be careful, especially of, I mean, okay, he's going in. You can see, even though we were above the fire, it still burns a little bit. Not too crazy, but the burn is there. So we're just gonna play safe until we get Radiant Regeneration. Even though we have a Rem that's basically acting as a healer, we want that constant sustain, and it also boosts our spirit up to the 4800 breakpoint, right? All right, he's doing another run. There we go. Just stun him out of it. No more run for you. And there we go. Big stab damage. And while we're stabbing, we are basically, we have so much bullet tankiness, it does not, it's not scary at all. Alright, and you can see as we hit him, you know, we healed 155 right now. They did 13 damage. So, just constantly do this. We hit and run. We just hit and we leave. We hit and we leave. And we're going to be healing every time we do this. And we have the heal minion there. I don't have any spells to cast right now on him. So yeah, he's going to win that little small trade because I went for the heal minion and he went for the burst. But, like, no, get that heal shit off. You guys aren't allowed. Okay, I don't think I land this. No, I don't have the range yet. No, he was long gone. He's going to quantum that. I'm going to riposte. And we're taking a lot of damage right now from the tower. So Rem negating some of that. We're going to hit the tower with a stab. Heal minion negating some of that damage. And yeah. So if I can step on the... Yeah, okay, Rem got him. Never mind. I was like, if I step on the fire, it'll trigger riposte and I can dash to him and kill him. But yeah, not a lot of good plays coming from me. A little bit sloppy. Also, Rem killing him once again. Just throw it in. Alright, so now we have their jungle. We can go steal their centers, which Rem should go do. But he is pushing the lane with his helpers. Whatever.
You'll be the last one standing.
Alright, we got extra stamina. That's going to let us sail or soar around the open world a little bit more now. As far as our jungle speed, it's not the best. It is not the greatest. See, is Rem rotating to this? He should be rotating their jungle. Alright, well, I'm going to grab gun buff. I'm assuming he's in their jungle doing centers. I'm not going to steal centers because he's 4-0. And they're... I don't know, there technically is. Right? That's just how it works, okay? So now we're playing a 1v2 defense. We can absolutely do this with our build, though against these two, it's a little bit tough. But we can run in, hit him. That's going to heal us for a bunch. He's going to Naruto run. We're going to stab. Unfortunately, I didn't stab correctly. Yep, again, that's fine. We will parry this. And now you're in trouble, Bao. I have gun buff, by the way. Well, why are you doing that? Are you fat right now? I don't know why he's doing that. Okay, you're out of range for that. And now I'm just going to start healing him. Or healing myself, rather. He's gonna ult. There's no one here to do anything about it. I'm gonna immediately parry because he's gonna... Well, never mind. Okay, I wasted that. So, I'm not completely dead here. We're gonna go ahead and do that. That's gonna... Yeah. We got low, but we weren't within kill range. We weren't within he beats us range. Because if you look at his build, he's got Headhunter. Like, it's kind of weird, but at low level, here's the thing with Headhunter. Like, early Headhunters, it's okay if you're like, I don't know, Holiday or something. But if you buy it early, it's based on boon level, so it doesn't really do a whole lot compared to other items. Oh, we still have an... No, we don't have an item shop. Anyway, I'm going to go and take this because the Rim just isn't running around the map taking them, so I'm going to take them. I mean, part of the build is that we can do that. Also, you'll notice we can just heal, you know, about 100 doing that. 98, not exactly. But yeah, I know that eats up our riposte, but we can do that. So we have the cooldown on it, so 14 seconds every time. That's a free heal. We can cast our other spells and get a free heal as well. I can still safely push this lane. I have, you know, he's going to run at me, maybe. No, he's going to try to stack combustion. That's fine. Help me deliver the urn. Why is he running urn? That's Celeste's job. If Celeste don't know how to run urn, don't play Celeste. Oh, man. Alright, so he's still dicking around. We're just going to not really use our abilities to push. We're just going to slash. We do have the gun buff, so it's not so bad. He's probably in there doing jungle. I don't hear him jungling. No, he was peeking for it, I guess. He's not really denying me. I'm going to let him kill these and then deny him. So, okay, they're both here. I've got the solo lane right now. I don't need to fight them. What I need to do is just secure. That's fine. You can hit me with that. It doesn't really hurt. His build, it's not big. Okay, so they're securing their kills. You'll notice that they're securing them. If they're not, then it would be free farm for me. There we go. And again, I can just leave. I also have ult to leave with. Okay, we're gonna have to use ult to leave. I am a little overextended here. We're gonna turn around and pop them just like that, and then dash backwards. We're fine. And we can actually start stabbing forward here. Like, we deal a lot of damage to them. Look at that. I took half his health in just a few hits. Okay, we have a Rem here. Okay, we parry this. Okay, never mind. It wasn't even on me. I don't have any spells right now to use. Rem didn't jump to me. We got a Billy here. Alright, we need to go get our next items. We're a little bit behind on buys. There is... Vindicta's in danger. Sorry, I have, like, no sleep. So it's very hard for me to say words and to think of names. Names are very difficult when you have no sleep. We have a Calico rotating in. Okay, so he took Teleporter, I assume. That's fine, whatever. I can't catch that. He'll be gone, because he can just Naruto run away. So instead, we need to focus on the blue lane here, because we are big bully full right now. We're at 14k. The enemies are barely matching. And yeah, you're just dead, Bebop. Like, you're just super dead. If I land my hits. He's got backup. I gotta play for time for two more seconds. I mean, they're dead, but I didn't get the kill. I just kind of helped get the kill, I suppose. Alright, Greater Expansion. That's gonna really help land these stabs. I'm so used to playing with it that I'm more used to playing with it than without it. I wish there was a way to get it earlier, like, just for the tempo, but not really. Can I jump that without wasting stamina, damn it? No, apparently not. Wrong, bad angle. You know what? I think we push the Spirit Walker on yellow, because the first walker is very easy for us. We just hover in the air and we stab it, and it will just pop, like, easily. There is a Wraith there. Wraith is their strongest soldier, and she can telekinesis us. We don't really have a way to run away from that easily. But we're going to test her resolve. She is 1 in 3. So hopefully she's not going to be 2 in 3 after we fight her here. Also, she's definitely going to stay here and defend rather than go to mid for that fight. But we'll see. Just push it casually. I kind of want to save some of my abilities here. I know it's staying too far. We got, yeah, that's Calico. So again, we'll just hit Calico here. And she's going to cat form. Cool. We're going to stay and fight the tower. She's going to... Oh, Dynamo's coming. If Dynamo ults me under that, it's bad. So we're going to parry and just kind of walk away a bit. We'll get some verticality here. See if they follow. Yeah, they're following. Cool. Can I not do the wall jump correctly? Oh, you're just... Bro, you're just dead. Okay. I'm silenced? Now you're dead. I'm playing this very cautiously, right? Okay, well, he's dead. I kind of don't want to steal that, but I'm going to. If I can land my damn stab. Alright, well, we kind of... We're going to freeze her. That should have hit her. I angled that to zip around the corner. Oh, she went that way, I guess. Alright, we're gonna do this to, oh, it's got a shield. What the hell? Did they really push the creep wave that far back? I guess I gotta go to this team fight. We're saving our stamina. Okay, let's look at the situation here. We got front runner. That is Bebop. He's dead now. Calico's gonna be slowed here when I attack her. Yeah, we're just having a big brawl. Can you turn around and hit me so I can stun you? She won't. Okay, well, Infernus is just dead. So we're gonna try to stab as many as we can. Alright, they're starting to turn the fight now, because not everyone is as regenerative as us. Because we can just indefinitely stay in a fight. That's kind of what the build is about, right? Now, obviously, if they're behind a tower or something like this, like, I could go stab that Bebop. Absolutely. I could go stab his ass. And why not? It's funny to stab him. I don't have ult for like 1 more second. You're dead, Bebop. I killed you in your own base. He's not. Yeah, well, now he's dead. We're gonna repost that. And now we have to leave. We need a lot of stamina to leave. Okay, we're just gonna get melee by the tower and die. But yeah, we did dive a little deep there, but hey, it was fun. And we ate up a lot of time for our team to take. Well, they should have took left walker. Somehow they took right walker. I don't know how, but you know, they whittled this middle one down quite a bit here. Also, what is Celeste's plan here? I'm not really sure what she's got cooking. What's her build? I mean, she's 8-2 using an old build. So she's just, looks like she's just peppered them with damage while trying to play as an idiot magnet for them to follow her. That's fine. That's absolutely acceptable. I can just run down middle now, and by the way, we have Tank Buster. That's going to really help. Yeah, we can run down middle and clean this up, because there's an Infernus that's just way out of position here. So we'll just go ahead and quick stab him there. And we'll charge stab him. And who is, that's Wraith. Yeah, we can go ahead and just stab her. They're going to start retreating here. I really needed my stamina for that one, but I don't have stamina right now. I can't push any further, but I can maybe flank on the side here. So, yeah, no. Let's get the McGinnis. She is within kill range. All right, Bloxy Jolo. What a weird name.
Appreciate the help.
Well, we'll go ahead and just start attacking the walker here. Again, we have that sustain.
What did you think was going to happen?
We can start stabbing. I don't think she has ult. And then she's dead. Yep, she's just stabbed to death. Dynamo here. Start working on him. He's got a lot of health, though. Work on him and the turret. Okay, we got a parry. Whenever he quantums, we parry. No, he's gonna use quantum on. Okay, we're gonna be stabbing. Kind of sloppy stabs. See if we get the parry or the riposte. Yeah. I can't do anything. Oh, the turrets, all of it. It's gonna deal a lot of damage to me. She thinks she's winning, but she's not, right? Okay, the Infernus can rotate and actually kill me here, so I gotta be careful. I gotta look for a riposte escape. No, they're not. He doesn't even know I'm here, bro. Like, hello? Okay, I guess I just kill him then. You had your. Why are you parrying? This is not a melee attack. Okay, you're stunned. And now you're dead. Now you're just dead. Boop. And, oh, who's this? Yeah, I jumped over that. That's cool, isn't it? You just, okay, parry me. Look, I did a melee. There's 1 stab. 2 stab, 3 stab into parry, and 2 stun you, and then I just walk away. There's a Bebop ulting, he has to cancel that. We're out of skills right now. When we are out of skills, we cannot heal ourselves, so we have to play a little bit safe, 3 more seconds. Alright, Bebop, we get him here. Or we get McGinnis, actually. Dude, they're all just here. If I had ult, oh, that'd be so crazy. Ooh, I won a little early there. Yeah, we can maybe auto bebop. Alright, cool. Let's steal this. And yeah, we have so much to stay. Oh, we got Calico coming in. We're starting to get very wounded here. But how's Billy? Nah, Billy's also pretty wounded. Heal up a bit. And I think we go by. Fully feeding, I need to learn to take a step back as McGinnis. Alright, so that's all the Spirit Walkers are. We held the team long enough for them to do it. And yeah, we got Spirit Resilience, Stamina Mastery. That's going to give us even more mobility. We got some tankiness. Oh, is Graves going to make this? We can use our ult to like buy them time. Especially if they're all grouped up. Missing a couple shots there. Alright, let's go ahead and get the stun. We need to refresh our... We're eating a lot of damage here. So I need to leave. Let's see if they chase. I hear Calico.
I may have overextended myself.
That's fine though. We managed to get out of there. We can it's not much of a reason to do jungle. We could do the Sinners. It's gonna hurt a little bit, but that's fine. We're working towards armor now. And looking at their comp, oh, the Wraith is physical. She is not spirit. Okay. So yeah, let's just go do some Sinners real quick, get resistance. Let's monitor the situation over where Dynamo's out on the map right now. Okay, he's dead. Never mind. Or no, he's not. He killed Rem. Never mind. Our Rem isn't really farming Sinners. Alright, so that's going to give us armor now. That's going to give us a lot more ability to fight. Oh, also the McGinnis's bullet. Damn. Okay, now they're gonna pay. All right, we got Bebop over here. There's some heals, some souls. Let's see if he grabs. Goes for a grab. I'm scared, Bebop. Yeah. Okay, now. But I feel like if I go into that, I can't kill him. Even though he's only at 21k. Here, let's pop these real quick. There we go. It's just free money. Give us a little bit of a heal.
Headed to yours.
All right, time it. Hello. Why are you parrying? Is there like some sort of... Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We have to ult to get away here. And yeah, we didn't hit anybody, but that's fine. But we can go right back in, actually, now that we have Celeste. We just kind of buy time. And parry, and no, they didn't take the bait. We're gonna parry to just get around the wall here. Just for a bit. Just buy some time. Yeah, not the best plays coming out for me right now. A little bit very sloppy, I'll admit. Very, very sloppy. Okay, we got Dynamo ult going out. That's the enemy is all gonna converge on that, or we can just pop them. Get some assists.
You don't have a chance.
And yeah, she's just dead. She's just full dead. They're all dead. Except McGinnis. We don't have rails. Okay. Let's cut off her exit here. Hit her with the slow. Hit her with the riposte. Miss. Miss stab. Second stab. Third stab. And yeah, we kind of stabbed through her. Also, why is Calico running the Spirit Urn to us? She's ulting? I did not do that jump correctly. Alright, we're gonna slow into stab, and she's dead here. Go ahead and go into that. This is just, yeah, the enemy can't do much here. They just keep in, the thing is you want them engaged on you at all times, and you just want to eat up all of their time. Your goal isn't to run around the map and farm for 30 minutes and get like a full build. The goal is to just engage the enemy as long as possible. Where is the Bebop ulting? Into the sun. Right? Just like this, right? And then I can just ult out. And again, my goal is to eat up their time and heal a whole bunch of health while I do so. I'm going to go back and get escalating exposure now, because that is more resistance. And it's a lot more damage. So, there's no reason for me not to. And what is our stats? We're 8-1 with 21 assists. right? If you aren't getting lots of kills, like, I'm gonna admit, I should have way more kills, but I have a lot of assists. And so, again, it's kind of a, it's not really a support build, it's more of a, it's like a bruiser sustain build. But yeah, 21 assists, we have the most assists. Alright, we can just parry this. Okay, no one was aiming at me. We're gonna go ahead and just get a little bit of retreat. The thing is, whenever everything's about to be on cooldown, you want to back off a bit. Having your stamina also restore whenever you hit disengaging sigil helps with this. Okay, there we go. I also like to use it as an opener because by the time I need to retreat with it, yeah. All right, who's hitting? Who's hitting us? Go ahead and just throw a melee at one. Why not? Not a whole lot I can do. Everything's on cooldown right now, but no one's really attacking me. I mean, yeah, we've got some people attacking us, right? Can we parry? Riposte? Yes. Go for the stab. I'm not landing that because I got stuck in the corner, dude. Alright. Here comes Calico. Go ahead and hit her with that. Let's get the riposte. Not a lot I can do for 6 more seconds, so just dance in the air. Just play for time. Okay, we got Bebop over here. We're gonna stab the Bebop. And there we go. You don't even have, I like that you don't have to face when you riposte. You just have a 360 riposte, like, coverage. And look, our HP is still full. That's the point of the build. Your HP is just full all the time. And she's dead. Stabbed to death. We can silence all of these guys now. There we go. Even though silence does not stop them from channeling, so the Dynamo ult would continue. And yeah. Just constant wipes. And that's the game. The rest of the build, Spirit Burn, more damage, Boundless Spirit, more damage, Leech, more sustain, Mystic Reverb, more sustain, Juggernaut, more tank. That's it. That's all there is to it. You win matches really quick with this build because the enemy doesn't have, they usually don't have a way to stop you. But if the game continues or goes on late game, like 40, 50, 60 minutes, you start falling off real fast. And the reason why is that your damage will be less and less and less. You won't be able to sustain as long because your healing is static, right? When you use Radiant Regeneration, the healing on ability cast doesn't really scale. It scales with boon level. It does not scale with spirit. So, super late game, you start to become less and less valuable and less useful. The win condition against this build is the enemy has to just play defensive and not die and not get sucked into your idiot magnetism. That's all there is to it, right? It's a pretty fun build. Now, if the game goes on a really long time and you have a massive amount of souls, you can always switch to this gun build, and you will deal massive damage with this gun build. So, I've had to do it a few times when I play Apollo. I have like a 70-minute long match, and it's like, well, Spirit Apollo sucks now, so I have to swap. So I swap to Gun Apollo, and then I wrap up the game, and everyone's like, what the hell? Because they don't expect you to switch off of Spirit, right? And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Play Apollo. Use this build. I'm Soul Benji. Thanks for watching. I have no friends, no family, no life obligations. I just play video games. I just do YouTube videos. And that means that I read every comment. So if you have any questions about the build that weren't already answered in the video, let me know, and I'll do my best to get back to you. With that said, click the video on the right side of your screen. If you don't, then you are going to spill some milk. It could be a little bit. It could be a lot.